Guys, it's becoming increasingly difficult for me to find new ways to tell you that if the leaks and rumors about the OnePlus Open 2 are accurate, it's going to be very, very difficult, if not impossible, for the other foldables released in North America, devices like the Galaxy Z Fold series and the Pixel Fold series. It's becoming very, very difficult for them to possibly be able to compete with this rumored device, and yet periodically every week or so it seems like we get another new detail which just further hammers that home. In today's video we're going to talk about exactly that sort of thing, but I do think that it will be useful to very quickly summarize the leaks that we have seen so far, as I have done in the past, before we add this newest thing on top. So we are reading from ShaneCraig.tech, my website, and I've put together this handy dandy table where we have my own speculation, rumors by Digital Chat Station, who has been consistently quite accurate with these Oppo / OnePlus devices, as well as a report from SmartPre, who I believe was sourced from another reputable leaker. Yes, this came from this report, and it was Yogesh Brar and Chun VN, who both have pretty darn solid track records. Like I said, I've condensed all of this together. So OnePlus Open 2, Snapdragon 8 Elite, that was a Digital Chat Station leak. You can see the code here, the little degrees symbol, the dot, the asterisk telling you what is what. 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte of storage for your top end, 8-inch display, 6.4-inch cover display. I'm expecting somewhere around 2800 nits of brightness, 9-point-something millimeter thickness for the device with improved durability. We're going to come back to that one because that is the topic of today's video. A absolutely massive 5900 milliamp hour battery, insane 80-watt charging, and 50-watt wireless charging if these numbers are true. What will Samsung and Google do? I just genuinely don't know. Waterproofing IPX8. We have a triple 50 megapixel camera setup, likely to be quite similar to that of the OnePlus 13. So maybe watch some reviews of the 13 to get an idea of what the camera of the Open 2 might be like. And then, of course, Oxygen OS 15. This is an insane spec list. We have been wanting for quite some time to get one of these incredibly high-end hardware Chinese foldables to come to North America, and it seems as though we are well and truly getting exactly that. But that brings us to this most recent post from Digital Chat Station on Weibo, where he said, translated from Chinese, so we'll kind of interpret here, I touched the Green Factory's new generation of large folding Find N5. Clearly, he's talking about the Find N5. Green Factory, that is Oppo. That's how they refer to Oppo. The fuselage was the thinnest in the world. Let me repeat that. The thinnest in the world. I also used titanium and got something. I'm not exactly sure why that's framed that way or phrased that way, but it does seem like maybe they're implying that the device is using titanium, which does go back to maybe we're talking about that improved durability. I think I saw something about like improved flexing resistance, but yeah, the thinnest in the world. Now, as I wrote here, currently the Honor Magic V3 is 9.2 millimeters when closed. Are we truly saying this device will be thinner than that? Thinner than potentially a mind-bending 4.35 millimeters when unfolded. That is absolutely insane. The Honor Magic V3 is hardware on a level that most of us have never been able to lay our hands on. OnePlus, Oppo, they might be trying to match or even beat that, according to this report. You know, when Google announced the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, they sort of proudly proclaimed that it was the thinnest foldable, and of course with, fine print in the United States, North America, not counting these Chinese foldables, 5.1 millimeters when open. That is very thin, but it's not 4.35. That is absolutely insane. And honestly, we are approaching a level where you have to start wondering, is this good? Do we actually want it to be this thin? Because when you get that thin, you're going to have to use extremely rigid, durable materials in order to make this thing not be really fragile. And of course, it does make sense then to use titanium, because titanium at the same weight is significantly stronger than aluminum and other materials that are often used in these phones. I'll also just say that I've been very impressed with Oxygen OS 15. I think that it was a really, really nice step in the right direction. There are a ton of great foldable features. Open Canvas continues to be very, very good, and the OS in general is very fast and smooth. And I do expect that there will be some features that were teased for Oxygen OS 15, all of these AI features, things like circle to search, that when it rolled out to the OnePlus Open, we didn't get a lot of these features. The thing with the wallpaper and the lock screen, I'll be showing it on screen so you know what I'm talking about. That didn't happen. Circle to search didn't happen. I'm sure it's coming later, but this Open 2 probably launches with that stuff. So it's not just going to be Oxygen OS 15 that we're familiar with here. It's probably going to be an even better version of it with some additional features. So everything is lining up really, really well. The only thing that gives me sort of pause or anything that, kind of amounts to reservations is the fact that this thing may see a pretty substantial price increase. This is highly speculative, but with the specs we're talking about, the use of titanium, and you do have to factor in the threats of some pretty aggressive tariffs against China. That's where this device is coming from. That is going to drive the price of this device, as well as a lot of other devices, more likely, up by potentially a significant amount. That's one of the biggest things about the OnePlus Open, is that when it launched, it was cheaper than the Z Fold and cheaper than the Pixel, but it's possible that it might be right there with it at this point. Who knows? It could even be more than. We're just going to have to wait to see. Now, so far, pretty much every rumor has been Q1 of 2025 for this device to be released. It's looking more and more like it could be the later part of Q1 of 2025, so maybe sometime like February, March. Again, highly speculative. I've seen different leakers say some different things about this, but it does still seem like Q1 is entirely possible. Hopefully we hear something official very, very soon. But at any rate, guys, I do want to hear from you in the comments down below. Do you actually think that the OnePlus Open 2 could surpass the Honor Magic V3 in terms of thickness? Is that something that you're excited about, something that you actually want, or is it something that maybe gives you concern about the durability? How many former Surface Duo users are watching this and thinking, wow, a device that might actually finally surpass Duo in terms of thickness that I can easily buy in the United States? That's definitely an interesting perspective to look at this device from, for sure. I'm excited about it simply for the novelty. I just want to see a foldable device in my hands that is that thin. It's just going to be mind-boggling if it ends up being true. But there's lots of great conversations to be had down below. Is the OnePlus Open your next foldable? What would it take for that not to be the case? What would talk you out of it? What price are you looking for? All that good stuff down there, guys. I'll see you on the next one. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.